All right, we've all been there. You're sitting on the toilet, you're doom scrolling on TikTok, and your kid is banging on the door. Dad, I need a snack. You're overwhelmed, you're trying to recharge, but also you're quietly sitting there wondering, am I screwing this up? Am I missing something important? You love your kid, I know. You show up every day, we do as parents, but parenting in 2025, it's a whole different beast. And these are the 10 things that I personally overlooked as a single dad and how you can stay on top of them without burning out as well. The first thing is letting your kid use your adult account. We get our kid they hit that age, 4, 5, we're handing them a tablet. And then we just sign in with our account and we don't take the time to create an account for our kids. Then allows them to have a supervised account where a lot of times you can see what it is they're looking at, as well as the ability to set age filters. On services like YouTube, you can set up the account so that it only gives them content recommended. Now, it's not perfect by any means, things still slip through, but it's way better than letting them use an adult device. Because the truth is, the ads and stuff that are gonna pop up, apps, games, whatever that are gonna pop up, is gonna be based off of your history mainly with that account. And that might not always be things that you want your kids seeing. Plus, the algorithm doesn't always know it's a kid on the device. Set up a supervised account with age filters. Google has a whole family thing that you can do. Microsoft has a whole family thing. I'm sure Apple does as well. Tie them to your main account so they still get all the features, benefits, but that you also then have the ability to oversee the account, supervise it, adjust age filters. But the next one is actually a little bit more difficult, but something that I think is even more important possibly. And that is, you're not setting up your internet home connection to be kid friendly. Now, there are several ways of doing this, but the easiest way is to adjust the DNS name servers on your actual router itself. Now, you're going to have to Google or chat GPT your router and the model number and put in, how do I change the DNS servers? And then what you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna wanna pick a service like Cloudflare or OpenDNS has their own name servers. They both offer a DNS that you can plug in that's filtered. Make sure you're using network level controls because it's fairly easy for kids to learn how to bypass individual devices. Then I think the next problem with tech is we have allowed it to become the co-parent a lot of times. Listen, I love tech, I make YouTube videos, but YouTube, Netflix, Amazon, they are not babysitters. iPads don't teach emotional regulation. Letting your kid just be stuck in front of a tablet all day is not good for them. I don't care what anybody says. Well, that's just how it is nowadays. And again, this is coming from someone who loves technology. Technology should be a tool to improve our lives, not something just to suck us in to take all of our time. Make sure that you are scheduling non-tech time every day, which leads me into kind of the fourth thing, which is you're present, but you're not really there. And a lot of times, we'll have non-tech time or we'll have time where the kids all come together, like dinner or something. Maybe you still do dinner, but then everyone gets there and everybody's on their phones. Everybody's doom scrolling, including yourself. Like, it's not just the kids, it's us as well, where we have to be very careful not to get into that habit. If you're on the couch and they're talking to you, don't be scrolling on Instagram. Give them attention, talk to them. It's your child. Take time to sit down and talk to your kid each day. And then that kind of, also talking about technology and being present, using tech to capture the moment, and then you're not actually taking the moment to be there in it. Don't allow yourself to become too busy capturing. We don't think of like us taking pictures and videos as us not being there because we think like, oh, we're doing something for the moment. Get your photos, get your videos, put it away. It's okay if you don't get everything, and enjoy just spending time with your family. The sixth thing that I wish I knew, juice is just as unhealthy for kids' teeth as candy. So my son, and I feel like a horrible parent for this, but luckily it's his baby teeth and we learned, but he had to get like 6 crowns on his teeth because his teeth were just falling apart. And we didn't know why, because we're like telling the dentist, well, no, we don't give him candy. We don't give him sweets. We don't give him sugar. I mean, we knew it, I guess, that juice has a lot of sugar, but we didn't think about how much it affects their teeth. And because they're drinking it and it's water and that sugar's all in there, it's coating their teeth. We're not giving him all these Kool-Aid drinks and all these, it's natural sugar. How bad could it be? Turns out it can really hurt their teeth if they're drinking a lot of it. Teach them water is important. We talked about what goes into their mouth. Now let's talk about what comes out of yours. And so the first one, thing 7, you're avoiding honest conversation. It is very hard for us as parents to avoid having honest conversations with our kids. We sugarcoat way too much. We try to protect them. But kids, they're not dumb at all. They feel tension even if they don't understand it. They know when mom and dad's mad. They know when mom and dad's mad at them. And thing number 8 is these two kind of go together, because thing number 8 is you're not admitted when you mess up. And so the thing is, we won't admit when we mess up, but then we won't have that honest conversation either, explaining to them how we messed up, why it was wrong. We don't want our kids to see us as failures, but that's exactly what they need to see. They need to learn what taking accountability looks like. Saying I was wrong does not make you weak. In fact, it makes you strong, and it teaches your child that you are a trustworthy individual when you have those honest conversations and when you admit when you mess up. And then outside of that, they're also modeling your behaviors, which is thing number 9. If you have a lot of anger in you and you're lashing out at people all the time, they're going to learn that and pick that up. If you're a people pleaser and you let people walk all over you, they're going to learn that. Now, obviously, we're never going to be perfect, but your kids will mirror your habits, and we need to pay attention to that, and we need to try to do our best. And so kids, they can understand that. And the sooner they do start to understand that concept, the better they're going to be in life. Stop yelling all the time. Stop over apologizing. All of it, because what you do becomes their baseline. That's why we talk about generational curses and getting rid of them. Maybe you yell a lot. Maybe try to just bring down the yelling. Instead of yelling 5 times a day, yell 3 times a day. Like, just little baby steps. That's the best way to do it, because you hit those and then that gives you motivation to keep going. Don't try to change everything at once. It will never happen. And then the last thing is you're not playing the long game. See, most of us as parents, we read these books, we do these things. The doctors tell us what it's going to be like. Our parents tell us what it's going to be like. Everybody's got advice for us, but your kid's future does not build itself. And so you have to start small. Teach your kid to open a savings account. Teach them how to cook. Teach them how to invest. Talk about budgeting. Teach them those important things about life that help them in the long term, that's going to teach them how to play this game. All 10 of these things go hand in hand. I mean, being a parent, it really is the full spectrum of things. Teach your kid these things. They want to learn these things. It can be fun for them. You can make these things fun. And so teach them to play the long game. And if you're still here, if you made it this far, then I got one bonus one for you. One that we don't talk about a lot, because all of these are talking about how to be better for your kid. The bonus thing, take care of yourself. You matter. Your energy, your stress levels, your sleep, they all shape the environment that your kid grows up in. And if you do care about your kid and you're trying to stop yourself from doing these different things, you're watching videos like this to try to be a better parent, whatever the case may be, it's important that you're taking care of yourself first, because again, going back to your kids will model your behavior. If you need a day off, ask someone to watch. Burnout parent, they just can't show up the way that they want to for their kids. And if you hit any of these, you're not a bad parent, but it starts with just one step. Every journey begins with the first step. It's true. It's cliche. We say it all the time, but that's because it's true. That's why we say it all the time. We're figuring this life out together, man. Come join us. If you can't get enough of Tanner and I, maybe you should check out this Pokemon pack opening video. I think you'll like it.